Let's solve homework exercise number 10 from section 3.3 homework. All right, we got to do the statement P or Q and not Q or not P. So logical operations, order of operations, do the negations first. So the negation of P, negation of Q doesn't matter. They're in the same parentheses. So step 1, negation of P, step 2, negation of Q. All right, once we do that, then we can, well, again, you got 2 sets of parentheses. You could do either this one or this one. They decided to do P or Q, so that will be step number 3, this parentheses. All right, step number 4 will be inside of this parentheses, not Q or not P, so there it is. And then finally, the whole statement, putting columns 5 and 6 together with the conjunction right there, okay? So one step at a time. All right, first column, or first row, P and Q are true, so negation of true is going to be false. Negation of true again, Q is true, false. Now, we're going back to what? P or Q. True or true is a true statement. Now we're doing the negation of Q or negation of P. And from what we did in columns 3 and 4, we found out both are false. So false or false is going to be a false statement. Now finally, what do we got here? We got P or Q, which we did in column 5. We found out is true. We got the disjunction. We did not Q and not P in column 6, which we found out is false right here. So finally, true and false is a false statement because the only time a conjunction is true is when both are true. Okay, so we get a false for these two, a true for that one, and then the last 2 are false, doing it one step at a time. So negation of P was false because negation of Q was false. P or true is true. This one was false, and then the conjunction was also false. Okay, same order, but now row 2, we start out with P is true and Q is false. So negation of P, negation of true is going to be false. Negation of false, right? Q is false is going to be true. P or Q, true or false. Or is true when one is true, so it's true. Now what? Negation of Q is true, or negation of P is false. Oops, true. So this one is true or false, which again, one of the statements is true, so it's true. So now what do we have? P or Q, we found out right here, is true. The disjunction we're going to do, not Q or not P, we found out right here is true. So a true and true, the conjunction has truth value of true. Okay? So negation of P was false, and the remainder of them working out step by step were all trues. All right, row 3, now P is false and Q is true. So the negation of a false statement is true. Q is true, negation of true is false. P or Q, false or true, is a true statement. Disjunction's true when one's true. Negation of Q is false, right? Or negation of P, we just found out is true in this case. So false or true, again, is a true statement. So P or Q from here, from column 5, is true. We got the conjunction, not Q or not P, from column 6 is true. So a true and true, a conjunction is true. Okay? So there's our answers for the third row. True, false, true, true, true. Finally, row 4, we begin with both being false, right? P is false, Q is false. So the negation of false is going to be true. And the negation of Q, which is also false, is going to be another true. P or Q, as they are false or false, is a false statement when both are false. Negation of Q, we found out was true. Or negation of P is true, so true or true is a true statement. Now where are we at? P or Q from column 5 is false, and not Q or not P from column 6 is true, and false and true is a false statement, right? The conjunction is only true when both are true. So that final answer is false. So in this case, we get true, true, false, true, false. Now, I can't remember what they were. Oops. But I can't remember. Let's see. Negation of P is true, true. This is false. Not P and not Q is true or true, which is true. But this one is now what? False and true, which is false. There's my mistake. So this one is false. Okay. True, true, false, true, false. Yeah, that one was false. We did it correctly. I just couldn't remember what I had, what the answer was. Yeah, let's change that to false, and I think we're good now. Yeah, okay. So we did do it correctly. All right. Okay, I'm not sure if we're going to have time for number 11, another truth table. It's a long one. So we'll stop this session at problem number 10. This is your math teacher, Dr. Swears. I hope you found this video helpful. If you still need more help, send me an email through the inbox in the Canvas course through the FGCU portal. Again, thank you for watching these videos. I hope you found them helpful.